I'm looking out of the corner of my eye to see if the preview comes up on my thing, and it hasn't. It hasn't come up. We're trying, everyone, to go live. Oh, it's doing something. We're trying to go live on all sorts of places today. I've pressed go live. Yay! We're up.
Oh,
we're
something's happening on my end. Yes.
Yay. Welcome everyone. I'm Hannah from Hand Jam Crochet, if you haven't met me before. And above me today is the amazing Veronica. I assume you're above me in all the places. Veronica from Blue Star Crochet. And we're here to invite you, if you haven't heard already. Tomorrow we are starting something absolutely amazing. We have 3 days full of the Crochet Garments with Confidence Summit 2024, because we did one last year and it was so amazing and so much fun that we decided to do it again. So if you haven't signed up, we are here today to let you know all about it, where to sign up, how to sign up, who's joining us, what you'll find, all that kind of stuff. Is that right? Is that what we're doing?
Apparently, yes, that's what we're doing. So I can see people.
Yes.
People are watching us. I've got eyes on us on Facebook and YouTube. Say hello in the comments. Let us know who's here. And I think we've got people joining over on Instagram as well.
We do. Margit's here saying afternoon, everyone. Lots and lots of people joining us all over the place.
Yes,
awesome.
So that's fantastic. For once, the technology was actually on our side.
Who knows if it will continue for the rest of the weekend, but you know.
Well, I really do.
Oh, Christy's here from Indiana. Hi, Christy. Oh, lots and lots of people. Yes. So tell them more. I've run out of steam there. Tell them more. What we're doing. Who have we got?
So what we're doing this weekend, and well, we start tomorrow. So in about 24 hours, this time tomorrow, we'll be kicking off the Crochet Garments with Confidence Summit 2024. And down there below, Hannah, I hope everyone can see, there is a QR code you can scan if you've got another device to scan it with. If not, we will pop the link in the comments as well. Let me just do that now while I talk. Can I talk and work? Maybe
I don't know.
I'll pop it in the comments. So
there we are. It's in
on Facebook and YouTube, and we've got all comments coming through. So here we go. Julia's here. Hi, Julia. Lovely to have you here.
Julia joined us last year, if I'm right in saying. I think, didn't you, Julia?
Absolutely. We've got Monica. Hello, and Susan's here. Here is Clara from Tennessee. Hello, everyone. Hi.
Oh, Julia, she's in there.
Julia's got the VIP already.
Already. Well done, Julia. Excellent news.
Fantastic. And that's a good decision, Julia, because we will get to the details. But just to say, the early bird pricing for the VIP ticket is only available for the next few hours.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to jump on the best deal for the VIP ticket, the time to do it is now. But we're going to show you all the amazing speakers we've got joining us over the 3 days coming for the summit, and just a few topics we're going to mention that we're going to be talking about over the weekend. So if you scan the QR code, let me put that back up. There we go. Is it going to pop up? No, it disappeared. Where is it? There it is. So that's the QR code if you wanted to go ahead and scan it. And this is very multitasking. So let me check Instagram. Yeah, we're still there. That's okay.
I feel very I don't know, technical today. I've got 2 screens. I told you yesterday, didn't I?
Yeah.
I've got 2 screens. After last year, I was like, I need to see everything that's going on. So if I keep flicking here, Instagram lives over here for me now. Everything else is here. So yeah. I feel like
you are ready for it. Hannah's ready to go.
I'm ready.
Right. So if you click on the link in the comments, or if you scan the QR code, we're going to land to this page. Let me just check whether that's not coming through very well, is it? This is very, very technical. There we go. Let me take this code off. It's not there above us. If you can see it, hopefully it's probably a bit too small for the screen. But
the idea, I think.
Yeah, so this is the page you're going to land on, and I'm thinking we're just going to mention a few names that we've got joining us this weekend for the summit. So here we are. Hannah and Veronica, we are your hosts. And we've got the fabulous Sarah from Ned and Mimi. She's talking to us about different seaming methods and finishing touches. We've got Michelle from Two Brothers Blankets there. She's talking to us about crocheting garments for men and boys, which is going to be very useful for us, Hannah, isn't it? Because we've got house
we are mums of boys. We are mums of boys, and I think it's something that people don't often talk about, do they? About like there aren't huge differences, but there are enough differences that it's really important to know.
Yes.
So yeah, and Michelle covers it really, really nicely and quite succinctly to say, don't worry about it, don't panic about it, but just make a few subtle changes in the way that you do things, and your clothing that you make for men and for men's shapes will be so much better.
I mean, she mentions this one trick, and when she said it, honestly, for me, it was like a light bulb moment, because yes, we do need to measure for crocheting garments, but this one tip she gave us in that video, I was like, of course it is. Why didn't I think of this before? Because there is one measurement when you crocheting garments for men and boys that is a total game changer. And I'm not going to say anymore. You need to come and join us this weekend.
But I had a light bulb moment for that and thought, actually, that applies to anyone that has a significant difference in some of this. It's not just men, I don't think, that could be helpful for. So yeah, come and join us and find out what we're on about.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, that one measurement is a total game changer for anyone, like you said. Yeah, definitely. So that is very useful presentation and takeaway from there. Then we've got Brianna from Brianna K Designs. She's talking to us about flat crochet garments. And honestly, if you at any point thought to yourself that I know everything there is to know about flat garments, how wrong can you be? Honestly, when I watched Brianna's presentation, I was like, okay, I need to like watch that again and again and again and again to get the most out of it, because honestly, Brianna just covered it top to bottom, left to right. Honestly, great presentation.
Yeah. Many diagrams. Many diagrams that will make you go, oh, right.
Yes. Like you could have read about this flat garment construction before, but it never quite kind of clicked in your head. But once you see Brianna's presentation and all the diagrams and all the visual help she put into it, it's just going to be a breeze. Honestly, that is a great presentation. Then we've got Selena Backer from American Crochet Association. And Selena is talking to us about simple rectangles. So that's another great presentation. One that is really great for beginners.
Definitely.
But even if you have made garments before and you want something quite relaxing to work on, simple rectangles are the way to go. And honestly, I know some people say, oh, there isn't a lot of shape to rectangle garments. If you see the garments Selena's got in her presentations, you will sit there questioning, how is it possible that such a well-fitting garment is made just from a simple rectangle?
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly. Then we've got Pam. We've got the crochetpreneur. I never know how to say it properly.
That's right.
I think that was quite a decent attempt, I do have to say.
That was good. I'll take that.
And yeah, Pam's talking to us about selling crochet garments. So if you ever thought about selling crochet garments, how to go about it, how to find your right audience, and all the tips and tricks from kind of behind the scenes on how to make this successful, because Pam will show you that it could be successful as long as you set up for success and as long as you kind of follow her framework to make it work. So that was another great presentation for the makers that really enjoyed the garments. But I'm pretty sure that, Hannah, you're going to be in the same situation, that those garments stack up.
Yeah,
I've got like wardrobes full of stuff and I love it, but honestly sometimes I kind of feel it's getting out of hand. So perhaps selling finished items could be on the cards as well.
But also we wanted we invited Pam and we invited everyone and chose their specialist subject because of what they do. We wanted to give something new and different, because last year we covered a lot of the basics, didn't we? And someone actually on Instagram has just, before I forget it, has just asked, how beneficial is the summit for those new to crochet, especially garments? I think it will be extremely beneficial, because there's nothing here that's really, really complicated. And even the stuff that is pushing the boundaries a bit and is a bit more advanced than beginners is explained so well that actually, if you choose the VIP ticket and you then get all access, you'll get that forever. And so when you are ready to use that information, you can go back to it and think, I know at some point Lynn taught me about how to increase this and how to do that. Let me go and find out how she told me to do it. So yeah, but my start of that point was that we've invited people to talk about completely different things. So last year, as I say, we covered the basics, but this year we're doing things like selling your stuff. You know, that's a massive part of crochet for some people, and they have entire businesses. But is that actually possible when you're making garments? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. And yeah, the technical changing and things, but then also the seaming methods, and there's a ribbing presentation as well, isn't there? So the nuts and bolts of making things, and then how you care for things, what you do with them, like just so many topics that we could think of. We got a bit carried away this year, didn't we?
So that's why we had to stretch it over 3 days, not just a weekend like last year.
Fit it all in. Yeah, because that's it. And then we've got Nadia, the lovely Nadia from the Mole Hole, talking about children's garments, because they're a completely different kettle of fish, aren't they? And I think a lot of people think that, they're so easy because they're so quick. And they are, but there are a lot of different techniques. And Nadia's got loads of tips and tricks for making children's garments, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has. And it's like, people think children's garments are easy, but what they don't realize is that there is such a small difference between sizes.
Yeah.
So you don't have a lot of room for error. So, between kind of like the 0 to 3 months and 3 to 6 months, the sizes are different. I mean, if you had a baby before, or you've seen babies at different stages, you know that they grow quite a bit. But when you're making that garment, it's that margin for error is really, really small. And Nadia actually shares quite a few tips and tricks on how to kind of nail it on the head with yarn choices, with kind of stitches, constructions and stuff like that. So it's a really great presentation if you really enjoy baby and kiddies garments, or if you want to then put Pam's presentation of selling garments,
yes, that would be a good
together with Nadia's presentation of making baby garments, you've got yourself a business idea, honestly.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Right.
And then the lovely Lynn that we mentioned, she's doing like technical adjustments. Lynn's an amazing technical editor for knitting and crochet. So she's doing lots of mathematical equations, but really straightforward ones that actually anyone can do. Anyone can do what she teaches us.
Absolutely, yeah. And then we got on Saturday, we've got some more speakers lined up for you.
Yeah, we've got Sandra from Nomad Stitches, and I love how this has been titled "The Mystery of Top-Down Yokes," because I think people they think they really are mysterious and like a magic art or something. But the way that Sandra explains them is just like, oh, and I think, look, to me, as long as I understand why a thing is the way it is, that makes it so much easier. It makes it so much more straightforward, rather than kind of blindly going into a pattern and saying, right, okay, row 1, start here. If you know where you're heading to, it's a lot easier to make adjustments. And she does talk about that, doesn't she, in her presentation as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
And then the amazing Courtney doing catwalk crochet, which I was really excited when she said yes to this, because I was like, it's everywhere, isn't it? On the high street, on the catwalk, everywhere. And Courtney pulls it all together really, really well to say like how you can produce your own version of catwalk crochet, how not to be afraid to have a go at doing all these things.
Absolutely, yeah. And she actually listed loads of other makers as well that do loads of crochet for catwalk. So if you wanted to kind of get into that side of the crochet, to get into the kind of high fashion and get on that catwalk and produce a piece to have showcased at one of the fashion shows, then by all means Courtney's presentation is the one to watch, definitely.
Start making for these pop stars, or they're not pop stars. How old am I? Cardi B, she wears loads of crochet, doesn't she? Stuff like, these people have these items commissioned and they have them made for them. So yeah, why not be you? That would be
Might
awesome.
as well, yeah.
And then Raylene from Itching for Some Stitching is coming to talk to us about ponchos, because the other thing we wanted to make sure that we covered is other types of garments. So not just sweaters. We want things that are really approachable. And Raylene talks us through the principles of different types of ponchos and how they can work. And they're so wearable, aren't they?
Yeah.
I love ponchos and I love how easy they are, but they are a garment. They're a thing to wear. And people love making them because they are not necessarily as technical as other garments that have seamed and have got sleeves and all this kind of jazz. So that's a really, really good place for beginners to start, I think.
Definitely. They are quite easy to get into, but also all the kind of garment making basic rules apply to the ponchos as well, like the gauge swatch and, getting the measurements right, because ponchos are an easy constructions, but at the end of the day, you don't want to be wearing a massive oversized blanket, do we? So they are a great place to start with garments to kind of get into it and get the basics nailed down. And then we move on to Sunday. So that will be the day 3 of the live summit. And we're going to kick off with the introduction, and then I'm going to talk to you about using Tunisian crochet for garments, because it is a special technique close to my heart, because my first ever published pattern was a Tunisian crochet sweater. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of insight into the technique and kind of like the pros and cons as well, because every technique has it. I think, sometimes you pick a technique and think this would look amazing for a sweater, but you start making it and it kind of like, it doesn't sit well, or it pulls, or it curls, or does whatever it wants, as crochet does. So we're going to be talking about these few things in my presentation, and also why you should definitely use Tunisian crochet for your garments, because the textures and the looks you can create are really pushing the boundaries of crochet, kind of slightly edging into the knitting world as well, but with the crochet hook.
I love it. You convinced me. I watched it. And I was like, yeah, you can do it.
I've got one convert already. Right, then we got Michelle from Dora Does. So Michelle joined us last year, and Michelle did talk about the ribbing last year, but that was kind of like an intro and the functionality and why you should add ribbing and everything. And this year Michelle came back, because we have to spill the beans. Michelle submitted a presentation last year and it was such amazing presentation, but it was kind of over the what we really needed for last year, wasn't it?
We had a short space of time and there was just so much, wasn't there, that we were like, you want to do more on that.
So we absolutely wanted Michelle to come back this year and do her full presentation on the ribbing. So she's going to take us through all the different types of ribbings and when you should use kind of what type of ribbing, and all the characteristics of the different stitches and how much they stretch and stuff like that. So it's a really great presentation. Again, one that would be really worth going back to every time you make a new sweater. You could really go back to that presentation and go over the different types of ribbings and choose the perfect one for your make. And here we go, Hannah.
Oh, it's me. It's me. So I'm going to be talking about something very dear to my heart: colors. Choosing colors for garments, because I know that, oh my gosh, making a garment is scary enough for lots of people already, but then actually choosing the colors or color to make, because I go over that as well, about how important it is to think about your skin tone, about what colors you have, what you wear, if you're making it for yourself or if you're making it for someone else. There's so many factors, aren't there? And then you have to, when you think about, well, it's a chicken or egg situation, is it? Do you think about what colors you would like to use and then go searching for a yarn that works for that pattern? Then you've got 3 things to think about there. Or do you go, right, this is the yarn I want to use. What colors work in this? Because I know it works for the pattern. Like, which is the right way round? And like, I'll spill the beans here. Like, there is no right answer to that. it's a different process each time for me, definitely. And even as a designer, I sometimes go round and round that triangle trying to figure out which is the best way to figure out the colours for your makes. So we do a bit of theory, a bit of, you know, schoolroom theory, and then we'll talk about like the creativity of using colours. So yeah, I'm very excited.
And you are really flying the flag for colours today.
I said to you that I've had a really tough morning, and I was like, what can I put on that's going to be bright and happy and make me feel good? And so I was like, this is what I'm wearing today.
You nailed that totally. And then we've got the fantastic, fabulous Marley from Marley Bird. She's going to talk to us about using beads in crochet garments as one of the finishing techniques, because I think that's, you can use beads and create really stunning results, really stunning pieces. You know, if you just wanted to do a little bit, or you want to go all out and kind of do the whole thing using beads. So Marley's got some great tips on kind of tools and materials to really go for, to really be mindful, because obviously there are a few techniques. You can add the beads to your crochet, either with, you know, thread them onto a needle or use a hook as you're making them. So there are really a few things to think about when it comes to the tools, like the sizes of hooks and then the sizes of beads and stuff like that. So yeah, Marley really did a great presentation on that.
And it's a lovely hands-on presentation as well, isn't it? Like Marley does that so well, doesn't she? Like it's literally hands-on, going, this is my bead, this is my bead, this is how I sew it on. Like she really, really drills down in this is how you do it. And she's included within the whole thing a pattern for you, a small pattern, not a garment pattern, but a small pattern that you can try to have a go at adding beading to. So if you've never tried it before, which I think I've maybe done it once or twice many, many years ago for a magazine commission. But it's not something that I've done lots of or know much about. So I was like, oh, yes, you could start on a really small project and then figure out how you would then translate that to garments. Yeah, yes. Looking forward to that one.
I must say, I don't think I've ever done beads in crochet, or maybe I kind of like sewn on a couple after the project was finished. But Marley will show you that there are far easier ways to add beads to your crochet than struggle with needle and thread and sewing them on after.
Definitely.
And then I believe last, but by all means not least, we've the fabulous Michelle from MJ's Off the Hook Designs. And Michelle was talking to Hannah, and they were talking about the versatility of using motifs for crochet garments. So Hannah, you can tell us more about that one.
Well, we did, like Michelle and I, we did like an interview style thing, because Michelle has lots of beautiful patterns using not just traditional granny squares, but lots of different motifs. And she has so many tips and tricks for how to adjust them, how to make sure. Mostly we were trying to focus on how to get the gauge right, because getting the gauge right with motifs for garments is absolutely essential, because you've got all of the dimensions that if you change one, everything goes differently. And you know, we were just like, oh yeah, that would increase it by this much. Yeah, exactly. So it's a really, really crucial thing when you're using motifs, because they look really simple, and they are really simple because they're just lots of squares joined together. But there are lots of key things that you just need to get absolutely right before you start, and lots of things to think about in terms of how you join them, how you look after them, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's just a long chat between the two of us about all the things that she knows about making garments with motifs. So yeah, really, really good one. Really good. Oh, there's lots of I've been not concentrating. There's lots of people commenting and saying hi and all sorts.
Yes, I'm going to go through the comments. Let me just take this page off and see what it does. Oh, that was easy. I thought we were all going to get stretched and cut off again.
Yeah, Maji over on my Instagram saying definitely want to make Tunisian one because it's something I want to learn. So that's awesome. Yeah, and that, again, that's what we try to do. We try to do different things that we knew people from, because obviously we have lots of people in our audiences that talk to us all the time and say, well, I'd love to learn this, or I'd like to, any kind of burning questions that we get asked a lot, we thought we'll make sure we cover that.
Yeah.
And then Crochetty Cross is asking, how much is the price after the early bird registration ends? So that's a very good and important question to ask, because we are currently on, I can't remember who said this already, currently on early bird pricing. So until tomorrow morning, when the summit begins. Tomorrow is the first day of the live summit. The early bird pricing is at $57 for the entire thing, lifetime access, and you get lots of added extras in there. It's not just the videos that you get, so you can go and look at on the page that tells you everything about what's included. And then tomorrow it will go up to summit price, which is still at a discount. It's $77 from tomorrow. So if you want it at the cheapest price it will ever be, that is today.
Yeah.
So yes. And then, oh, sorry, I'm carrying on her tip for yarn color change without the need to weave in ends is brilliant. So yeah, that's talking about Michelle, and she does talk about that in our interview as well. She's got loads of tips and tricks, because I think we're all looking, well, me certainly, for the easiest way, the best, but also the easiest way in life, just in general, but especially in crochet, because although it's lovely to sit down and have a lovely, you know, spend some time using your skills and your knowledge on a project, isn't it lovely when you find a little, you know, not a cheat, but like a little shortcut. Isn't that lovely when you go? And that's the thing, like, we don't know all the tips and tricks that there are to know. So Veronica and I have learned so much from watching all these videos already when we've been putting this all together, that we're like, oh yes, that makes sense. And you just build and build on this knowledge, and that's why we've called it Crochet Garments with Confidence. We really want to give you the confidence to try anything that you would like to. And I think you can. I think there's enough in here that it will, goodness me, I don't know if I could use everything in here yet.
I know, there is so much stuff to go through and so much stuff to learn. And if you do invest in a VIP ticket, this is kind of a lifetime investment, because yes, I get it that not all the techniques you would want to try at the moment, or, you know, you might be thinking like, okay, yeah, Tunisian for garments, I would like to use it maybe someday, maybe not now. So with the VIP ticket, you get a lifetime access. So in 5, 10, 15 years, whenever you think, and you wake up in the morning and think, I'm going to try Tunisian crochet for garments today, you can log on, you can watch the presentation, and you can get all the tips and tricks, kind of refresh your memory, brush up on the tips and tricks, and then it'll be so much easier to go ahead and try Tunisian for the garments, or the color course, or the beads, or all the ribbing and everything else that's in there. It will become relevant at some point in your crochet journey. So think about the VIP ticket as an investment for the future as well. This is not something that you kind of, if you do purchase it and you think like, okay, I might not use it straight away, but honestly, if you think of it as an investment for the future, you will use all the techniques at some point in your crochet journey. And, you know, it is kind of themed around garments, but if you wanted to know the tips and tricks of Tunisian crochet for maybe making a blanket, of course, some of those are relevant. I mean, choosing color, not just for garments, is relevant for any crochet project, adding beads, any kind of project. So really those topics in there.
So much applies to so many things, not just garments. Yeah, definitely.
So I'm just gonna jump in the comments here real quick.
I'm going to just do a quick shout out on things are flicking up everywhere. The lovely Jess from Make and Do Crew has joined, and she says, I love your sweater, Hannah. Thank you, Jess. You're so kind. Thank you for joining.
So we've got hello from Angela. Hi,
Hi, Angela.
So designers. I do agree, absolutely.
Indeed.
We've got a comment, same here, but mine at 11 and 16.
I think that must be the boys. Yeah.
This might be relevant for the children's garments, or for crocheting for men and boys. Here we go. And Julia, thank you. Having the ability to rewatch the videos is the best reason to get the VIP. Absolutely, Julia. Thank you for saying that, because when we say with Hannah, it sounds a bit too salesy. But honestly,
like, you know, but I mean, like, we're very transparent. We like, if you want to join for free, and free is the option you choose, then you are absolutely very, very welcome, and we are very much looking forward to having you. So that we reiterate that each time, there is a free option available that lasts for this entire weekend, and then the videos will be available for 24 hours after. So it will air Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and then into Monday everything will be available, but after that time it will go. So you'll just have to kind of consume all of it, inwardly digest everything that there is to have. And I know that that's the route that lots and lots of people are going, and that is absolutely awesome too.
Yeah, absolutely. And the reason it's disappearing after Sunday, this is not kind of like really hard sales tactic. It's because we kind of put those videos onto designers' YouTube channel. So it's totally their piece of content, it's their work. And you know, we cannot make them kind of leave the presentation there for everyone to watch. So all the designers are free to do as they wish with their presentation after the live weekend. So that is why we're saying it kind of is going to disappear after, because the designers are free to do whatever they want to do with their presentation. It's not something we can kind of ban them from doing.
Yeah.
So that is why it's going to disappear after the Sunday. And we've got a comment. Hi, hello, love the sweaters you ladies are wearing. Will you link patterns, please? I can't, because this one is as of now unreleased.
Oh,
but
okay.
Hannah, you're
thinking I like that. I don't know that. That's very nice.
Thank you.
When's it coming? When's it coming?
I have no idea, honestly. It's just I whipped it up with one of those yarns from one of the yarn companies, and I thought it's a mohair held double, so it's really light.
Yeah, but it looks warm and nice.
Yeah.
Really lovely. Really
Probably
lovely.
perfect for the coming spring, but I'm nowhere near. I haven't even started on the pattern, so honestly, I can't even say when it's coming or what's gonna happen. But I know yours, Hannah, is in your Etsy, and
yes, and on the blog. So it's a rainbow granny square sweater. Just tap that into the blog, and this will pop up for you.
There we go. Yeah,
and it's really, really easy. It's completely beginner friendly. It's 4 granny squares. Don't tell anyone it's that easy, but it really is.
Spilling the secrets. And we've got a morning here. Thank you for doing this. We're our pleasure, honestly.
Absolute pleasure. Absolutely.
And we've got good morning to Florida.
Oh, more people from Florida. That's awesome.
Yeah, and we've got a hello from
hi. Oh, it's so lovely. So many people.
I
know.
Yeah,
I remember from last year as well. The thing that got us the most, that we weren't necessarily expecting, was the live Q&As. So the format, if you didn't join us last year, is that each designer will air their pre-recorded session, teaching, tutorial, whatever you want to call it, which they all last between like 20 and 30 minutes, well, probably 15 and 30 minutes, aren't they? So that kind of content that they've provided for us, that they've created for the summit on their topic, and then as soon as that finishes, we will jump over to our Facebook groups, pages, YouTube channels, you name it, will be there, and also onto that designer's channels as well for a live Q&A session. So you can come and join us live and ask us absolutely anything that you would like to, hopefully within the subject matter, because that will make most sense because they're the experts in it. But like last year, we had so many people that connected lots of dots, didn't they, from one seminar to the next one, and suddenly was like, oh, that relates to that because, and then had another follow-up question from it. And we just can't, it was like a big jigsaw, wasn't it, that we just kept filling in pieces of the jigsaw for people. And lots of people said they found so much, almost more value in the live Q&A sessions than in the seminars, in the tutorials.
Yeah.
So come and make as many of those as you can, is what I would say.
Absolutely, yeah. If you want to prepare some of your questions or anything, and join us for the live weekend to come and ask your particular chosen designer the question, by all means do join us. And talking about the weekend, I'm going to try and share my screen again, and I do apologize if we get all cut off or kind of all weird, but this is what I wanted to show you. Is that going to work? Oh, no, we're cut off again.
There we go.
So I'm not quite sure how clear this is coming through, but Once you register for the free ticket or for the VIP ticket, by all means, you've got access to everything with the VIP ticket. But as we said, it is really, really worth joining with the live weekend as well. If you can kind of watch your presentations ahead of the time and then pop along to the live Q&As to ask any questions you might have. So this section, whatever ticket you opt for, the section you want to jump into is Plan Your Summit Weekend. So on the left-hand side of that page, you've got this navigation menu. Kind of go ahead and check that out. But if you land on the Plan Your Summit Weekend, you've got where do I watch the live Q&A sessions, and there are links to Blue Star Crochet and Hanjan Crochet Facebook community groups. You can also join on our Facebook pages, or you can jump over to our YouTube channels. So it's Blue Star Crochet or Hanjan Crochet over on YouTube. So all the links are there for you to join and join us for the weekend. And then below that, we've got live Q&A schedule. So we've got the Friday. We kick off at 2:00 in the afternoon tomorrow. So about this time tomorrow, we'll be already in it. We'll be going for it, doing the introduction. And then we've got the Saturday schedule there that kicks off at 1:30 in, this is British summer time. Or if you over in America, it's 8:30 Eastern time. Please convert the times anywhere else in the world.
We've got someone in the comments joining from Australia. So my gosh, that's going to be a funny old time of day for you, isn't it? But hopefully you'll be able to catch some of it.
Hopefully, yeah. But there will be those 24 hours for replays and stuff like that. So hopefully you'll be able to catch as many as you can. And yeah, there is the Sunday schedule there. So like I said, once you grab your free ticket or the VIP ticket, jump into this dashboard, and on the left hand side, click on the Plan Your Summit Weekend, and all the times and the presentations and the designers joining us for the live Q&A are right there for you. So I'm going to take this off. Okay, we've survived. We're not chopped.
And then within that whole platform as well, each time you need to find out where the videos are going to premiere and go live, just go into that designer's profile, click on their video or on the button underneath the video, and that will then take you to that when it premieres. So you can, if you've registered for free, you can get yourself organized. I love this. We got so as organized as we possibly could, didn't we?
Yeah.
And you can actually set an alarm for, if you're going to watch them over on YouTube, you can set an alarm if you follow that designer. And I think it's the bell button or something. I'm look again. How old am I? Tap the bell button or something, isn't it?
I throw this back in. So this is inside the free ticket. So this is what you get if you sign up for your free seed. And we've got the lovely Hannah here. And if you haven't met Hannah before, there is her link to her website and her presentation. And all you need to do is click here to watch the presentation on the green button. And that will take you to Hannah's YouTube channel. And you'll be able to kind of set a notification for when it premieres. So you'll get like a little pop-up from YouTube that it's about to go live and about to go and premiere. And then as soon as you finish watching the presentation, go back over to, well, you'll be on Hannah's channels anyway, so we'll be live there straight after. And if you've got any questions to ask, you can do so right after the presentation. So that's where we need to be. That's what we need to do. And I'm just going to go and jump in the comments quickly. Yeah. Oh, we've got the sister comment again. Hannah, here it is.
Emily, this last year we had this quite a lot, didn't we, of Are You Sisters? Yeah. And I've even grown my hair, especially so that we look different. Because last year, I will admit, like, we had exactly the same haircut, really, didn't we? Yeah. We look really similar in terms of hair. But yeah, everyone seems to think we look like sisters. But even my husband though last year was like, well, kind of. And my younger brother actually messaged saying, is this a sister we don't know about? Did I tell you that? And he messaged me and said, like, did I not know about this sister in our family?
Oh gosh, but no, we're not blood related, but we are very close. We're very good friends, very good.
We're crochet sisters. Hey,
That's it, yes, bonded by crochet. That's the one.
funny. That's funny.
And we've got. I'm really looking forward to the summit from Australia. Fantastic. Julia's got all her alarms set. Well done, Julia. Be prepared.
Awesome. We'll see you there.
And we got Faith has got some other conferences. Sorry, Faith, maybe you can catch us after. And here we go. That's why I bought my VIP ticket. I hope to catch some of the Q&As too. Fantastic. Please do join us, even with the VIP ticket. Honestly, any questions you might have, come and ask us. And after the live Q&As, because people found real value in those Q&As as well, after the summit is finished, we will be adding links to those live Q&As inside the VIP ticket as well. So it's all there in one place for you. So if you wanted to rewatch those as well, if there was any kind of little nuggets of information that you don't want to miss or you want to rewatch again, we will add the links inside the VIP ticket as well. And we've got Beverly. I've never seen the two of you in a video, and this is the first, but I've followed you on the various blog ups and stuff. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
And there we go. Thanks so much for sharing our patterns. Thank you so much. And yes, Beverly, we are sisters in stitches. That's a good one.
We are indeed.
Oh, there we go. Oh, we should do ancestry DNA test. We might find we're related. Stranger things have happened.
You never know, Susanna. You never know.
Yeah. Never know. And I'm just going to quickly check over on Instagram. I don't think I've scrolled through. So here we go.
Yeah,
Margie's Crochet loved the lineup this year. We do too. Honestly, I can't believe the designers that are joining us. Crochet Crafter 1 is watching from Dublin. Hello to Dublin. And Leslie, good morning to Staten Island. Hello, thank you so much. Right, here we go. I think I've...
Awesome. Yeah, Margie's saying that the face shape, eyebrows and eyes are similar. So that's what it is.
Okay.
The shapes. Okay. It's funny though, isn't it, when you can't see it yourself?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, we keep a tally of how many times this weekend it comes up in conversation.
That's it. I think we should kind of like put a pound in a pot every time it comes up. We'll be millionaires soon.
Yeah, a yarn pot, a yarn stash.
Oh gosh, yeah, that would be a lot of yarn.
Oh dear.
There we go.
Does anyone have any questions for us about how the whole thing works? Because that's kind of what we're here for, isn't it? To kind of let you know, signpost you to the right place, obviously, and let you know what's on offer and how to access it. That's the main thing. And the thing is, though, as well, last year, Veronica and I, we're hit live the whole weekend, basically, aren't we?
Yeah.
We will be here and we will help you. We're not, our families know that we're not available basically for the weekend, so we're here for customer service. I hate calling it customer service, but it is that, isn't it? We're here to help you. We will find it. If there's any problems with logging in, anything like that, just email us. The email is on the bottom of the invoice. Just let us know and we will get you in there. We will get it sorted for you. Don't worry about it. Don't panic about it. This is what we're here for.
So I'm just going to type the email address for us.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Any support into the comments. So it's crochet.summit@gmail.com. Any kind of issues or anything, please do email us. We will be here all weekend. We've been dealing with inquiries already. So any kind of, if you lost your confirmation email and you don't have the login link for the platform for the free ticket, please do email us. We'll get you logged back in. And then, like I said, once you log in, plan your summit weekend. All the schedule is there. And then, so go ahead and look up the time of the presentation you want to watch. And then go ahead and click on the designer's profile of the presentation you want to watch. And if you click on the button to say, click here to watch the presentation, that will take you there. And you can either set the notification for when it's going to premiere, or if you're there right on time, it will start on time, and then right after the presentation is finished, we will be popping along for the live Q&A on our YouTube channels, Facebook pages, or in our Facebook community groups, as well as the designer whose presentation would have just finished. We will be hopefully on their channels as well, but definitely on Hanjan Crochet or Blue Star Crochet. In one of those many places, hopefully you'll find us for the live Q&A and with your questions.
That was something else one of my other brother said last year, was that like, you were everywhere, Hannah. Everywhere I went, you were on there. And I was like, yes, that's the whole point. We want to make this as accessible and as easy for everyone to navigate as we possibly can. And we know that some people don't use Facebook. We know that some people don't use YouTube. So we're going to be as many places as we can think of, so that you can come and join us. And I've got Erica here on Instagram saying, first timer, excited for the VIP experience from BC, Canada. Glad to have found you. We're very glad you found us, and we are very much looking forward to welcoming everyone, aren't we?
Absolutely. Oh gosh, we've got a comment over on Instagram from the lovely Michelle, Tales of Knots. She said, take a shot every time someone says that we're sisters.
A shot of what?
That would be a very interesting summit by the end of it.
Oh dear.
I think we will save them up for after the live Q&As, Michelle. Yes. I think we'll just save them up for the evening. Oh gosh, we've got a comment here. I already have the material to start making sweaters for my grandchildren. Fantastic. Can't wait to see them.
Amazing.
Absolutely fabulous.
Cool. Yes. I think we've covered everything, haven't we?
I think so, yes. So if there are no questions coming up from anywhere, I'll just double check on Instagram. No, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
And we've got all the comments covered in this chat. Oh, there we go. Another suggestion: do $1 in your yarn budget instead. And a question from Leslie. I just skipped it. I've got in my ticket. It's not the first time I've switched to night shift mode to watch crochet videos.
Brilliant. That sounds good to me. At least you're not disturbed then. If you've got nighttime mode, you can
that's my kind of party. Just crochet party,
pajamas and crochet. Yes.
Yep. And this is a question I wanted to click on. We've got a question from Leslie. What is the deadline time to purchase the VIP in Eastern time today? So it's up until midnight Eastern time. So end of Thursday in Eastern time, which time zones and
like 15 hours time, something like that. About 15 hours.
Yes.
Because it will be 5 a.m.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, there we go. So that's your deadline. And we've got a hello from Malaysia. Hi, Beverly.
Hi, Beverly.
And where do I go to follow Hanjan Phase? If you just type in Hanjan Crochet into Google, Hannah's website will come up. Or if you're watching from my page, you can kind of go onto Facebook and just type in Hanjan Crochet, and I'm pretty sure everything will pop up, and you can follow Hannah on there. Oh, can I just grab a link? Hang on, I'm on your page, and I think you've got, there we go, Facebook. Here we go. I'll pop a link in the comments depending on where you're watching from. So this is Hannah's Facebook page. If you wanted to go ahead over there and give her a follow.
Thank you.
And you were very welcome, Leslie. So here we go. I think we've covered everything. I can't believe we've been 48 minutes. I thought
we were like, we'll just be quick. We're never going to let that out. But we will be tomorrow, because we'll only have half an hour before the next one goes live. So
So we need to get all the talking out of the way today, and tomorrow we'll be on proper schedule tomorrow.
We will. We'll run to time. So go and get yourself organized, everyone. Get yourself logged in, and we cannot wait to welcome you tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, for as much or as little as you can make. come and join us. Come and get that confidence. Come and make beautiful garments with us.
Yes, definitely. That's everyone's plans for this weekend.
Definitely.
So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you to everyone over on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you join us from. It was lovely chatting with everyone. Thank you for showing up, and we can't wait to see you over the next 3 days. You'll be seeing a lot of our faces over the weekend, so be prepared. So thank you, and bye for now.